Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Here we are again, continuing with our blind playthrough of Blue Prince and going into a very, very exciting day 82, which I believe is one day before Simon's birthday. And let's click into it. Marvelously, appropriately for this time, we just bought Simon, I think, a massive, massive birthday present. And I'm so pleased. I cannot tell you, I've been just since the last episode, I've been, anytime I think about this game, I've been walking on air, kind of, just so pleased because, because the success that we had in the last few episodes was just almost overwhelmingly positive. Three days of incredible, success. I've said this before, but 3 days of incredible success, all kind of at the last minute sort of thing, I'm feeling really happy about it. I gotta say. Now, today we're starting with 90 steps, which is not, so just to point out, that is not because, I'm pretty sure, that is not because I slept in the tool shed at the end of the last day. I think that's because we got the sauna in the previous day. So we're starting with an extra 20 steps, which is pretty good. I'm starting with a very, very nice, but, normal 65 coins because we spent the masses of riches that we earned yesterday, or that we earned over the last couple of days on our blue tents. So this is the first morning that Simon is waking up after sleeping in his, his slightly early birthday present. How do you feel, Simon? Was it a nicer sleep? Or was it just satisfying in a more sort of, conceptual way? Just we did it. And now you get these blue tents. So I hope Simon is happy with his tents. I'm very happy about the blue tents as well, but here's the other thing. I'm not just walking on air because of the satisfaction of those, how those last 3 days came together. I am also walking on air because of what they have resulted in unexpectedly, because I didn't really know what this whole Blue Notes thing was going to be. My best, most optimistic guess is that it was going to relate to the blue door down in the tunnel, and it may still do, but I am so freaking happy that it has turned into such an exciting memo quest, a blue memo quest now. For me, I can't actually conceive of anything I think I could enjoy any more than what this is. So I now have a really exciting series of things to try in front of me, which is, hang on, let me pull it up, which is getting to try basically all of these rooms in the 8th rank and seeing what mysterious blue memo we get. And hopefully what that means, if I'm lucky, if I'm lucky and strategic, is that I can get maybe a few of them every day. And even if I just get one, that's going to be exciting, right? So the first one we've had was Rumpus Room. I couldn't have been more thrilled. It's the best. Alzara. We learned some Alzara lore. So excellent. So, haha. All right. This is an interesting 3. So, another thing, and hopefully, at least many of you will be happy that I've decided I'm going to really ramp up my shrine activity from now on. One of the reasons is because, of course, shrine is really good. Shrine is great. However, I really want to keep shooting for getting the blessing of the monk as much as possible. To me, that is absolutely the most interesting and the most important blessing, at least as far as my understanding currently goes. So I want to just keep going for it, as much as I can. This morning I was happy to just let let whatever happens come. Like I'm happy to just get a suite of rooms offered to me out here and just go with it. You know, like these are great. But as much as possible, and maybe on a lot of days, I'm going to try and be a little bit more strategic about it. Try to come out here with redraws, etc., to get the shrine, you know, when I want it. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep shrining. I'm going to keep shrining and trying and shrining to get to get more blessings, and to particularly get the blessing of the monk, so that maybe I even just have it ready when I finally figure out what to do with that treasure trove key, and then we can make it happen. And or the other great thing about it is that it in itself is a really interesting quest for me. Again, don't let me know whether any of this is true or not, of course, because I want to keep this totally blind. But I'm really excited about just trying to get different rooms from the mansion in the west path, in the, you know, the outer room, to see if it makes any difference, to see if the rooms have any differences in them, and also to try calling it a day in those rooms, but from here, to see if anything happens. So I kind of got to, it's just, you know, wanted to let you know, like, that's something I've decided I'm definitely going to commit myself to as much as possible. However, today I just wanted to let this be. To let this be whatever it was going to be. So I think, like, actually tomb and shelter, you know, I do want to do the classroom thing again, but not really today, I think. There are two major things I want to do with the classroom thing. One is to try to get to classroom 6 by 1:30 to see if I think it's 6, to see if the golden hands on the clock, it relates to sacred hour. And then I just want to try and 100% the exam. I don't know if anything will really happen when I do that, but it's, you know, if nothing else, it's a personal challenge. But today I think shelter or tomb. Tomb is really good. You know, money is good, and I still want to get my showroom trophy, so this could help with that. But then, yeah, being able to remove the negative effects of the rooms and to start the lab experiments soon is good. I think I'm going to go tomb. Since I'm on a run with money anyway, maybe it's good to keep up. Maybe it's good to keep it up and just you know, see if I'm lucky enough to get cloakroom and to pick up my lucky purse again, and maybe we can make riches happen to buy out the showroom, and then also buy the showroom trophy. Hey Simon, if you're there, I don't know if you're there. I don't know where anybody is. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I just have a lot of mysteries and a lot of ideas hurtled at me, you know. I don't know anything, really. I don't know anything. I've made it this far, I don't know anything. I'm still just trying to find things out. Okay, so there's kind of a range of goals for today. Maybe to try and make some money if I get lucky with cloakroom. Most definitely to try and draft as many blue rooms as I can on rank 8. I didn't finish yesterday because we slept in the tool shed like fools. I just noticed my blue tents. I hadn't actually seen this little, I've seen this, of course. Oh my god, yeah, so good. I hadn't seen this little logo previously. That's great. That's great. I hadn't really taken notice. Huh. I thought this was full and it wasn't full. Very interesting. That's how the game fools me. Who knows? You know, I've been told I'm only going to get 7 of these red... I can't click on it. I'm only going to get 7 of these red letters. Who knows? Maybe I'll only get 6. No. Somehow or other I'll get the others. But maybe I will only get 7. Maybe I will get the 8. Who knows? Maybe everything else Zara has told me is a lie. Maybe it's all just there to sort of make me think things are going to happen that are not going to happen. Maybe everything else Zara has told me is much more... Oh, hello? Well, that's Yes. What a gift. What a gift. That's exactly where I hope Cloakroom shows up most of the time. 100%. Give me my lucky purse. Oh, this makes it so easy. So now every bit of money that we collect from now on is going to be double. And this is nice and easy. This is nice and well situated for putting it back here at the end of the day. My God. Okay, in that case, let's go from here. A lucky, lucky purse day. All very good rooms. Drawing room, excellent for the exit situation. And I've now dead-ended one of my entrances. And I don't have the key card, so that's, that's a consideration. I don't have the key pass yet. Workshop is excellent for many reasons. Tool, ability to make more tools. And parlor, excellent for gems. I think given my exit situation, oh no, gems is a real issue, isn't it? You know what? Parlor. I think I don't want to get myself in a low gem situation again. That's pretty terrible. Hey, thanks, Parlor. Ah, thank you. I love it. I'm a big magnifying glass fan. Wonderful. Okay, let's see what we have for us today. I love these single statements. The box with the most words does not have gems. All right. Could be true, could be false, but that's an interesting one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you are the box with the most words anyway, whether that's true or not. Both statements written on the other boxes are false, right? There is only one true box. Oh, man, somehow this feels like it's gonna... I don't want to say this out loud. It's a sin. It's a Rebecca sin to say this, but this just feels like it's gonna be a little simpler. Let's see. All right, the box with the most words does not have gems. If this is true, then this very box does not have gems. If this is true. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. Let's say, for the time being, that this is false, which would allow this one to be true. This one itself is false, and this one can be either. Then this one is, there is only one true box. Okay, so in this scenario, we're imagining this one is true, this one is false. If this one is true, it's a contradiction, so that doesn't work. It can't be true, false, true, but it could be true, false, false. There is only one true box if this is false. Oh, hang on. If this is false, though... Hang on. Let me clear my mind for a second. True, false. There is only one true box. If this is true, this becomes a true box, and so it's a logical inconsistency. It's impossible. If this is false, that there is only one true box, it is also logically impossible, because if this is false, there is only one true box. So this doesn't work out at all. This scenario with true and false here does not work. However, I can't have true and true here, because if this is true, it's calling this false. So that also doesn't work out. So I think this one actually just has to be false. The box with the most words does not have gems, and because this is the gem statement, it points us... That was sort of the problem I was getting to with the others, is that it wasn't actually pointing me towards which box had gems. And so I suppose, again, logically, if I were relying on only that mechanic, I think it would... I think it means, because of the nature of this gem statement, it ultimately has to tell me, you know, that this is the box that has the gems in it, because there's no way to sort of make it relevant for which one of the other two. So, yeah, so I think that this one is actually false, meaning this box with the most words on it does have the gems. And I kind of think that's that, but just let me follow this through to double check. This one is false. This one could be true now. Let's imagine it's true. That means false, true, false. If it's false that there is only one true box, that's false, and this is true, and this is false. So I don't think that works either. Because if it's false that there is only one true box, well, in this scenario, false, true, false, you know, then reality is false. So what if, but if this is false, why did I say out loud? Maybe this one will be easy. Hang on, if this one is false, which I feel like it has to be, if this one is also false, then this one has to be true. There is only one true box, so it's this one. All right, that's the only scenario that works out. I don't think it really matters in a sense though, because I think it's already the statements on, you know, that we figured out with the black box are the thing that matters. But at least this works out. True, it's actually false, false, because this one is true, true, and this is the only one. This is the one and only true box. This one is false. This one is false. The gems are in here. Whew, okay. Yep. Felt good enough about that, but not good enough to risk it without taking that logic further. Okay, I'm glad we got the gems now. Now we have a real need for keys, but I also have a real need to keep up my exits. So there's no way I want to put a dead end here and rely on my entrance hall exit only. Commissary would send me back to the entrance hall exit, resulting in the same thing. So I think I just have to put corridor here. Cool. Which is quite good because that opens up into a big space. So in that case, let's go back here and really hope, though I do have a couple of redraws if I need them, I really need to be able to go north or west and or both from here. Oh man, I would love to take break room, but it's going in the wrong direction. I guess hallway is just the best thing I've got going on here. It's a shame to miss out on all the full powers of the hallway exits, and I also can't open this trunk yet. But it lets us go forward at least. So, I might actually go from corridor now, because we've got a lot of freedom where this one can go. Ooh, good old conference room. These would all be really good though. These would all be really good. I really do want to get... Break room will give me... break room will definitely give me some kind of key. And it might give me the key pass. Nook is guaranteed keys and actually goes in quite a good direction. Conference room obviously gives me more exits, which I really like. And given that I've only got one other... without this, I've only got one other exit from hallway. I am very... Despite the fact that these are two really good rooms, I'm very tempted to put this here just to open up some options. Okay. I hate being in great need of keys and turning down really good... Hey, banana. Turning down really great key rooms though. Alright, I'm going to do this one. Oh, interesting selection. Well, again, courtyard is just giving me more options for drafting. And, yep, I think I'm going to go for that here. Okay. Alright. I kind of suspected a security door. It does seem to be common in the courtyard. So let's try from here then. Okay, heads down, heads down. Now heads down is kind of good in a way because it's the only way I'm going to access those two spaces. And I do have other exits. However, oh man, I wish I'd looked properly in courtyard before I did this. However, if courtyard has 2 security doors, then I will have a bit of trouble. It's gonna be a risk, but I'm gonna put commissary here. All right. Shovel is excellent. I'm glad I keep ordering shovel because it sucks to have a non-shovel day. It just really sucks. And shovel's always been a big tool for me, but now that I think I know more of the power of jackhammer, it's becoming an even more important tool for me. I definitely want salt shaker, thank you. And I definitely want sledgehammer because now I can open that trunk and any other trunks. I am... Do I want compass? Compass can be a bit of a double-edged sword. I'm going to go compass because my given situation right now, I think makes compass good. Okay. All right, so we can just... I might just do this one and not draft to the corner one in case... Oh, hey, master bedroom. Oh, there we go. So I can draft master bedroom downwards, so... I've probably done this in the past as well. It's just something I sort of have forgotten about a little bit and not made notes on it. Anyway, confirmed. Master bedroom definitely does not need to be drafted northwards. But it's not a good draft here anyway because it's such a powerful room if you use it when you have, way more rooms in your house. So this is not a good spot for it. All of these will not get me to the corner. That's fine. I'm actually thinking of trying to go for Armory again anyway, I think. So maybe it just makes the most sense to put closet here. Great, my first key and a gem. Alright. That seems pretty good for me. Hello. Yay, just doubled that money. That is a regular door, thank God. And I do have a key. Alright, hey, excellent. Let's take you. I'll leave these for the time being, though if I do get stuck for keys, this is probably, I'll come back and dig these spots. Let's try from here. Break room is high on my list of things I'm interested in. Generally speaking, I would like to head east. However, den is just, again, I'm really trying to open up more exit possibilities to avoid getting stuck. Wonderful. Checking, make sure I'm not getting a treasure map offer. Alright, let's just try from here. Now something I'll consider more and more as I go is exactly, like what my high priority blue rooms for drafting in rank 8 are. I'm not being too fussy about it at the moment because I think probably anything is going to be good at this stage. We're just at the beginning of Blue Memo Quest. But obviously as I get through things, I'm going to start deciding that I really want to try and avoid drafting them in other places so that I can hold them for foundation. Alright. Hang on, this is actually a pretty good room for here because I do have tomb today. That's a nice amount of redraws. It's a nice amount of redraws. I might do that. Yeah, look how cool that is. Oh man, tomb in conjunction with this room has delivered 8 redraws for me so far today. I gotta say, I like that. Tomb. Keep it up. I'm giving you full marks on your performance review. All right, now I have a real leaning to the west here, but I guess that's what we're doing. So let's try from here. Okay, let's definitely go break room, because I really could do with key card. Key, money, not key, money. Okay, all right. Getting my calculator up on my phone just in case. So we're starting with 10, and then we're heading over to -3, and I am squaring it. It's funny that I guess just within that shape the square goes really small. And then we're squaring, so 3 times 3, 9. No. Hang on, but the inversion doesn't make sense then, unless it's just moot. No, 7. Oh, why was I thinking 3? 7 times 7 squared. 7 squared, 49. There we go, 94. Now it makes sense. 94 plus 6. 100 divided by 5. There we go. This one is 15 to 51. 51. I think we've had this exact one before, right? 51 plus 15, 66. Yes, and 66 is the same. And then plus 15, 81, 18. Yeah. I could almost remember that one. Lovely. That's always nice. Getting the secret garden key these days is almost a guarantee for getting into the antechamber. So I like that. Maybe I'll just do this next spot and then kind of go back down and draft from below. Well, look, Vault would be really great. I'd get 80 coins from it. But it would be dead ending kind of right next to my other dead end. Yeah, I don't really want to kind of block myself this much from like I can't draft from the east, so I would then be entirely dependent on heading up the west side, unless I get the key pass, of course. So yeah, I think that's a bit much. So we'll go spare green room here. Wonderful. Yeah, I see you, broken lever. However, I'm going to turn around here and go back. Hello? Hang on, is this in this room? Aha! So this, right, of course I understand. This is my 2 money. This is my 2 money that's getting... It's so cool. It's so cool. Like, I didn't really think about the, the outer rooms kind of being included in the conference room spread capacity. So that's awesome. All right, we can get into this chest now. Oh, excellent. I'll take that. I'll take that. Don't have to wait. Hey. We'll see what we can get here now. Well, Boiler's exit situation is totally spoiled by being in this spot, so I don't think that's great. Might as well do Parlor and just get the extra gems. And, I could definitely do with more gems. Thank you, Apple. Excellent. Great. Okay. We're back to double statements. That's fine. It's fine. They're really interesting, actually, because it gives you some more ways to, I suppose, check validity, which is kind of cool. The blue box has exactly 1 true statement. The gems are in the blue box. Okay, so there's a gem statement. The gems are not in the black box, another gem statement. The above statement is true. The white box has exactly one true statement. The black box has no true statements. All right, one of these again. Okay, let's do this. I have to write these down on paper on my notepad while I'm doing this so that I can keep track of which scenarios I'm checking, because there's a lot. It's a lot to hold in my head at once. So first off, we'll always go with true, true. The blue box has exactly one true statement. The gems are in the blue box. So if this is true, great, the gems are here. But the blue box has exactly one true statement. Let's go straight over here. So the white box has exactly one true statement. The black box has no true statements. Okay. Could be true, however, in this scenario, I'm imagining that the black box in fact has two true statements. So let's say that the top one is true and the bottom one is false, which accords with our imagining that the blue box has only one true statement. Okay, and the true statement is that the white box has exactly one true statement, which in this scenario cannot be true because we need a false box. So I think this already discounts the black box from being true, because if this is true, this needs to have only one true statement, and the true statement cannot be that the black box has no true statements. So that black box cannot be true. Let's imagine that it is false. So the blue box has exactly one true statement. So it's either two true statements or none, and the gems are not in the blue box. Okay. So if the blue box has, let's imagine it has two true statements, just for fun. Then the black box has no true statements in this scenario, correct? The white box has exactly one true statement. If we're imagining that this is true, that technically works so far, because this could be a true false box. The gems are not in the black box. The above statement is true. Well, this one, if we're imagining this is true, is saying that the white box has only one true statement. So it actually has to be either true false or false true. True false is impossible, because if the top one is true, then the bottom one can't be false. So that's impossible. If it is false true, then the gems are in the black box, but that's a false statement. And so, okay, so I understand. Yeah, the gems, if the top statement is false, then the bottom statement cannot be true. And if the bottom statement is false, then the top one cannot be true. So this needs to be, yeah. So this scenario also does not work. This does not work. If this is false, what about if this is false, and instead of having two true statements, this has two false statements? I think this also doesn't work because the black box has no true statements, can't be false in this scenario. So, all right, I think that also doesn't work. So I think the black box has to be a true-false combo. Let's imagine it's true-false. The blue box has exactly one true statement. The gems are in the blue box. Let's say the top one is true and the bottom one is false. The blue box has exactly one true statement, is still true. Does this work? So the black box has no true statements, has to be false in this scenario. Hang on. But this doesn't work out because now we have a true-false box and a true-false box, which means there is no room to have a false-false and a true-true box. So this already doesn't make sense. What if we try... It's possible I've made a mistake here, but the only way that this works out so far, I think, is if this is a false true box. Let's give it a go. So if it's false true, then the blue box has either two false statements or two true statements. And the gems are not in the blue box. Oh, sorry, the gems are in the blue box in this scenario. The top one is false, the bottom one is true. Okay. So the blue box does not have one true statement. It has some other combo. Let's then imagine that it is true, true. The blue box has no true statements. If that's true, that doesn't work. So let's throw that out. Let's say that this is the false, false box. If this is the false, false box, then it's true. It is correctly false that the black box has no true statements because it has one. The white box has exactly one true statement, is also false, and that works out because this would need to be the true, true box. The above statement is true is great. The gems are not in the black box we're imagining is true. So if the gems are not, so far this hangs together. The gems are not in the black box is true. They're not here. But in this scenario, the gems are in the blue box is true. So they're not in here. The gems are in the blue box. I'm going to go with this. This was the very last one I tried. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. It worked out. It worked out. Okay. No other items in here. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Uncle. Appreciate it. So unfortunately, though, this has brought me around to the same spot as beyond courtyard, but I guess at least we're getting beyond the security door here, so that's something. Okay, this is not a good use of passageway, and it's not a good use of nook, so unless I use and I have 8 redraws, so I really actually can go a bit nuts, but bedroom works well enough here. Whew, I'm not going great exit-wise despite all my attempts, but I am going pretty damn good redraw-wise, actually, so maybe we will rely on these a little bit more. Okay, here, you know, look, West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall would be really great. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. I mean, I'd obviously love break room as well, but I want to make more use of what I can do here. All right. Okay. Not doing too bad. 9 redraws is really helpful for the scenario that I'm in here. Let's try and head down to see what we can make. Okay. Veranda and workshop are both good. I think let's do workshop. It's a great room. And it always gives me something super useful. Battery pack. All right, we're 2/3 of the way. Oh, actually, you know what? I wish I had picked up the broken lever now because I'd be able to make my jackhammer immediately. Okay, all right. Either way, we have capacity for jackhammer. We just have to do a bit of back and forth to do it. Next letter for our workshop letters is E. Cool. All right, that's great. So, oh, hello. Hey. All right, I think when I get to foundation, / if I get to foundation, I'm definitely going to do Armory today because I'd like to reduce some gem costs if I can. So let's put whatever here. This is a really great spot for storeroom. However, I still really want to try and get key card. So I'm going to do break room here because I'm starting to feel sort of desperate for key card. I don't know how to really get by in this game very well without key card anymore. I've become a total key card addict. All right. So 20 divided by 20, really? 1. And then multiplied by 4, 4. Multiplied by 9, 36. Minus 20, 16. Oh, wow. Huh. I don't think I've ever had one like this with so much blue. Interesting. Okay, so we're just doing a lot of adding up now. 15 plus 4 plus 11, 30. Now I think what we're doing is we're doing this in sections. So I think it's 30, inverted 3, and then squared to get 9. I think. Let's try this. Next section, we're doing 9 plus 1, so 10. And that's it. So then we're doing 10 inverted to get just 1, and then 1 squared is still 1. Then we're doing 1 plus 2 plus 10 plus 13. Oh, hang on. 1 plus 2 plus 10 plus 13 plus 4 gets us 30. And then we're doing the same. We're inverting to 3. And then squaring to 9. And then from 9, we're adding 11, which all feels pretty correct to get 20. And here, that's the only one, right? Here from 20, we are inverting to 2 and squaring to 4. Cool. That was a fun one. Good old silver key. That could be a real lifesaver, honestly. Okay, all right. So that's that done. That is that done. We might as well just keep going up from here, because to be honest, we might just meet up again with spare green room, depending on how things go. Ooh. Well, it's the only one that gets me forward without using a redraw anyway, so maybe let's just do a tunnel. Hey, tunnel. Hello? I'll leave that for the time being because I can totally do a jackhammer. There's no point to using a silver key here. So regular key. Really wants to give me vault today, maybe because I have lucky purse. Interesting. Well, this is just another tunnel. Another tunnel is going here because I need to barge through. I mean, I could make this a tunnel experiment, like just keep doing more tunnels. Oh, there we go. Nice. That's actually really, really, really helpful. I suppose I was hoping that when I did a big tunnel experiment, it was going to be like from, closer to the start so I could like really get, but I suppose I'm just 2 away from kind of doing that anyway. Maybe it's a bit weird, but then again, the good thing about doing a big long tunnel here is we're not cutting ourselves off horizontally, east to west. But I would need to, if I'm going to do that many more tunnels, like 1, 2, 3, then I need to be able to go around this corner. But I have loads of redraws, so I can make that happen. Might be a bit weird, but maybe that's something to try. And here's the other problem. It's going to prevent me from drafting a blue room here if I really go with that. I mean, maybe let's... Hang on. Maybe I'll abandon that plan. A silver key here. It's not an ideal position for a silver key. No, it's really not. It's really not. Maybe I'll do one more tunnel. I still have a key just in case the other room, the green room door is locked. Okay. Yeah, like this is terrible because this is going to lead me to the same room. This is terrible because it's a dead end. So I could do one more tunnel just to get a little bit further at least. Yep, and there's not really going to be a much better pattern than that. So I do kind of think that it might be that using, you know, maybe it's like if you can get, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tunnels in a row, 8, you know, special number 8, maybe something interesting happens. But that means, you know, this is not going to be the day for that, which is why I want to do like a long tunnel experiment properly. I guess we'll see what happens here. So I could choose to keep going up, or I could get myself around the corner here with office, be able to get terminal access to at the very least change security settings or something like that. And then still be able to potentially draft a blue room on, you know, rank 8 above here. And maybe get into foundation from the next spot. I think I prefer this. Yeah, I think, you know, I don't know what's going to end up being, like, if there's any further deals with tunnel. I suspect there absolutely are, because it's a room that we got from core progress in the game, you know, so I'm sure that there's more to do with tunnel. But if I had to guess, I would guess it's doing 8 tunnels in a row. So that's what I'd really like to try. Okay. Do I have enough rooms? Is it worthwhile spreading gold? I don't even know if it's room dependent or if it's kind of the same amount each time anyway. I'll just do it. Yeah, we'll spread gold. Cool. So let's log in. Let's see if we have any pre-birthday messages. No, that's the... Yeah, we already had that one. We'll do a special order again. Thank you. Shovel, yes, again. We will check our electronic mail, just in case. And as much as I would love to get a lab experiment going, I think it's just more important for my progress that I am at least able to, that I'm at least able to change the security settings, because I would hate to get stuck with too many security doors without a key pass. Oh, I'm really destabilized by not having a, you know, key pass for the day. So unfortunately we're gonna have to put that low for the time being. Unlocked. Cool. Let's check the inventory. Nice. Oh, hey. Oh, car keys are somewhere. Maybe I forgot to look in the parlor room, the second parlor room properly. Okay, broken lever, we know where the 38 coins are. Excellent, excellent. Cool. Ace. Oh, they're right. They're here. That's why. They're here. Okay, well, I've already passed up garage, and to be honest, I might not do it unless garage appears here, in which case totally it's a memo candidate. Otherwise, let's see. This would actually, if this is locked, this is the perfect place for silver key. Let's give it a try. Yes. Oh, secret garden key. Maybe I should have done that before. Oh, we'll get to use it somewhere. Silver key. This is, yeah, without more easily being able to get around. Like, this is okay, because I could probably use spare green room to at least get to another side of this, you know, yeah, to get to other sides of the Chamber of Mirrors. It does let me draft second copies of rooms, so it could potentially even be like a double treasure trove day or something like that. I quite like that possibility. Man, I wish I had electromagnet to be able to grab all of the keys in here like happened another time if I were going to do that. I could do electromagnet because it's compass and battery and I have both. However, that would stop me from doing jackhammer, which I need the battery for. Choices. And of course, vestibule is pretty good. It's just a little tricky with the locked door. I think for the most part I can get around it, but yeah. It does also eat up a couple of gems. I'm kind of thinking of the Chamber of Mirrors. 56 steps. So it's not... The other thing that's compelling about the Chamber of Mirrors is being able to get back up and see what I'm getting from the four corners again. You know what? God, I would love to get the Chamber of Mirrors in rank 8. Of course I will at some point. Maybe it's not today. I'm compelled. One of the things I'm really compelled, I still really think something else is going on with the Chamber of Mirrors. And the main thing that I think that, the main reason I think that is because of the black arrow that shows up when you're in the upper levels. So I reckon, here's just a guess. Right? I reckon if you get the Chamber of Mirrors on rank 8 to get the blue memo, I reckon the blue memo will be up in that upper area. God, now I really want to get the Chamber of Mirrors up there. So I might actually put vestibule here. I've talked myself into really wanting to get the Chamber of Mirrors there. Okay, let's see if we can get into Foundation now. It's locked. Okay, it's locked and I won't be able to get in there with the secret garden key. So let's draft here and see if we can connect up with... Yes, great. Drawing room will, I think, have to do, without using a redraw at this stage. Cool. Like, I kind of... a little bit I'm trying to save my redraws for either a place where I'm stuck or for up here on rank 8 to get the blue rooms. There we go. Money. So this connects us again with our broken lever. I suppose the other consideration, if I am going to try and get the Chamber of Mirrors up here, and there's no reason to rush it. Like they're all potentially interesting, right? Some a little bit more than others, but I really don't know what the best rooms are going to be. I can only have a guess at it. But just in theory, if I am trying to get the Chamber of Mirrors up here, it is a little bit tricky about trying to get it in a position where I can access all four sides of it from other rooms. That's the only thing. Okay, so from here, what does it take to get to workshop? It takes either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So it is, as long as we can get through vestibule, that is the best place to go. All right, in that case, let's do a U-turn. Let's hope we can get back through here. Yay. All right, and I think this will be, yeah, Again, I do really want to play around more with electromagnet. It's a super item of interest to me. But what am I doing? Shovel, battery pack, broken lever. However, yeah, I don't know. Like, I suppose I can't take on too many goals at once. And I think I'd be more open to it if I had the key pass. But I'm having to sort of rely a lot on redraw die for the security of being able to go forward at this stage. Cool. Okay. Is there anything else of interest? Nothing else works with sledgehammer anyway, right? I can do... But do I have anything to do with burning glass? Do I have anything to do with you? Maybe. But things aren't like specifically coming to mind. Okay, all right. Then let's head back up. I'm too many steps away from courtyard, I think, to go around there right now. So let's just let's dig here. An unremarkable rock, my favorite. Thank you. Did I tell you, game, that it's Simon's birthday tomorrow? Hang on, wasn't there another one here? Did I go past? Oh, here. There we go. Yay, that was worth it, thank God. Fabulous, fabulous. It's a good day for redraw die. Tomb is so good. Tomb is so good. Okay, so now, yes, now we can get into foundation. Excellent. So we're ready for dining room. And yeah, I'm going to go armory. Armory, please. I really, really, I've got enough money, so if that axe is there in armory, if we manage to draft it, then I can do some real good. I can do some real good with removing gem costs. And I think my top two candidates at this stage are Cloister and Throne Room, actually. Okay, all right. Now this is where I can first try, if this is unlocked, I can first try to draft a blue room here. Okay. Oh, parlor. Parlor, eh? Okay. Parlor is interesting because, you know, fireplace mystery. It's also parlor. Like, also just for, it's parlor. It's our uncle who loves puzzles. Puzzle room with a big picture of him. So this is very compelling. And it also, yeah, you know, gives us at least one way into antechamber, so that's something. It's just that I'm then totally reliant on the exit from vestibule to get into the whole rest of the mansion, basically, unless I'm able to get into the two sides of antechamber, which, as it stands, I would have to draft the secret garden on rank 8 in the west room, unless I'm able to get all the way over to the east from vestibule. So yeah, so it creates a bit of a tricky situation. So it's either this or redrawing. I might redraw here. I have a lot of redraw die. I think it would be just better to try and get a blue room that has more exits here. So same kind of problem here. I'm going to redraw. These are all very interesting. Look, treasure trove, I really want you somewhere. But actually, dining room is the more... It's just perfect here. And it lets me get my steps anyway. All right. Oh my God, but this is so exciting. This is my second blue note room. Let's eat first. Yum, yum, yum. Great. And what do you go with? Showroom. Well, I would really like showroom today because I'm anticipating maybe having enough money for things. All right, where blue note? Where blue note? It does say hidden, so like it was kind of hidden in the in Rumpus room. Hello? Ah, I can already see it. Ah, it is hidden. That's so cute. There are 10 different dishes that can be served in this room. There are 10 different dishes that can be served in this room. I don't recall that anywhere near that many. I'm trying to think. And I'm assuming that they're including the Joya lunch. So let's count that as 1. Then we've got the steak, we've got pizza, we've got fish, we've got, I think there's like am I remembering correctly? Is there like a spaghetti? There's a quail. I mean, that in itself only gets me up to 6. What else is there? What else is there? I'm sure that there could even be like a couple of others I'm forgetting about, but I feel like there's not 4 others I'm forgetting about. Okay, I will think upon that because I wonder what else I could get served in here. Or is there going to be something like some of these blue nights are actually lies? Like, it's possible, right? It's possible. Cool. Well, again, this is a bit of a problematic spot because it does just go where vestibule goes. But whatever. Let's see what we get. Okay, boiler room really is actually good here and it bypasses vestibule anyway. But it just gives me some more exits. I like that. I like that. All right, maybe now, should I go up and try the west corner here? I think I will. Unless this is locked, which it often is. It's locked. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I need some more keys. Do you got a dig spot in here? It's probably not going to have keys in it though, even if you do. You don't. You don't say, boiler room. No keys, eh? Okay, let's go directly south first. Again, a corner room here. Oh, it's absolutely ideal. Am I going to have a key issue? Is that it? Is that it? Oh. Dang. I never really fully see a key a key problem coming up. Like even when I'm anticipating the possibility, it's just sometimes it's hard to go, like I can always consider that it's a possibility that every door in front of me is going to be locked, but really hard to necessarily get around it. Okay, the only possibility then that I can think of. Are you sure you won't take the secret garden key? Damn, I definitely should have used the secret garden on the west wing. My tunnel experiment. Oh well, look, who knows what would have worked out. But at least that would have... Well, actually, it wouldn't have gotten me out of this current situation because I don't have access to the antechamber yet anyway. Silly me. Maybe instead of dining room, I should have made sure I got a blue room that brought me here as well. I got car keys because I don't have trading post. None of this is gonna help me. Yeah, locked. Okay, the only possibility that I can think of is going back to courtyard to see if any of these dig spots. Yeah. Alright, well, we might as well eat our meal anyway, because it's probably the end of the day. At the very least, what we can do is, again, set ourselves up for tomorrow by calling it a day in the break room, if that's the case. Are you sure? You sure you're locked and you don't like the secret garden key? And because I've made the jackhammer now, like, I can go down here and I can get a gem, but I don't know how anywhere on the grounds is going to get me a key. There may well be a key somewhere to be had on the grounds, but I don't know about it. Opening the north lever is not going to do anything for me. Okay, so we might as well, if this is open. Look. Let me just double check. Is there no key? Security, yes. There is only money. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well. Choices. Okay. Yeah, rather than go... There's no contraption I can make that's going to solve this problem. So rather than go that way, we'll go back through here because it's a bit shorter to get to courtyard. I'm sort of like looking around anyway, as if there's just going to magically be a key that, you know, the terminal doesn't know about. And then into courtyard. But I'm more likely to get gem and redraw die here. This is so great. This is a day with so many redraw die, and it's all, oh my god, it's all gonna go to waste. 3 old keys. Have I even ever had 3 old keys? For my 3 locked doors. Mwah. 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 Never give up. Never give up. There's always... Well, there's definitely not always possibilities, but there's often possibilities. Oh, I didn't think it was going to happen. Did you? I'm really curious. Did you think that this could possibly be it? Ah, oh, marvelous. All right, I kind of didn't expect this, so I've eaten my dining room meal anyway. Oh my god, so marvelous, so marvelous. I'm gonna celebrate by taking my riches. Yes, yes. I know I've probably looked at this like literally 100 days ago, but sometimes it's just been so long. Alright, oh my god, I cannot believe we're able to go forward again. Okay, alright, had I bought everything from commissary? I think so. Okay. Oh my god, marvelous, marvelous. So excellent. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. Not me, I tell ya. I was trying to be careful just in case, but I didn't really have that much hope in my heart for that. 3 keys! Like, even if I got 1, it would have been a marvelous, like, day-saving miracle, potentially. But 3, we're good. We're good. Like, we can get through all of these locked doors right now. Okay, but I do have to get back into here. Thankfully, that's not locked. If it was locked, I think I only would have had to use steps to go into another room and come back in. All right, let's try and do this then. All right, cool. Well, security's kind of perfect. It gets me where I need to go. But then again, chapel will do the same, and I'm only going to lose some money. And I got plenty of money. Yeah, let's do chapel. I've already got the benefits of security as a room anyway. Security, oh my god, security could be such a good one to draft onto rank 8, right? Like, some kind of blue note about security. Very, very compelling. And I can't use secret garden key here on the corner. That's what sucks. So it's just a choice of, with 2 keys, do I use my locked door here and 1 down here? Yeah, it's probably fine. With all of with 16 freaking redraws, I can make this work. I can make this work. Okay. Armory. Couldn't be more perfect. And it'll take me around the corner. Let's do it. It's been so long. Yes! It's the axe! And I have money. I can buy everything here. Yes, please. I want to purchase this. Take all of my money. Okay. All right. So I'm very interested. There's a lot of things that could be good, even things that have lower gem cost, like even removing the gem cost from vault, things like that. However, next on my mind, I think, is definitely either cloister three gems. Removing the 3 gem cost from cloister is great, or 5 gem cost for throne room. And I've been able to make throne room now more common. I think I'm going to do the throne room cost. Let's axe it. Yeah. Dang. So good. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled, finally. That's super useful. Hopefully this can now just be a much more common room. And it's a great room. It's a 3-exit room. And I am sure that there's more for me to discover in this room. So being able to get it more commonly, yes, I'm very pleased about that. Okay, let's buy everything. Once per day while drafting. Ignore the negative effects of any one room. For 8 coins, that's incredible. I wish I could buy multiple of these. I would happily pay more for that. That is so good. And I already have a sledgehammer, but this, gets us a star. So let's pay the 8 for that. It's totally worthwhile. Oh man, I'm happy. This is making me happy. This is making me happy. Okay, here we have another possibility for a blue memo. I guess trophy room is actually great because I'm gonna get 8 gems from it. I was just thinking, yeah, greenhouse could let me open a lever, but actually I've already used the broken lever, so it won't. And also I definitely want to put a blue room here. All right, here it is. It's on offer. Let's put trophy room here. Let's do it. Because I've only got 5 gems, or I did only have 5 gems. God, it's so exciting to also now, in addition to all the other things that are exciting about the blue memo thing, it's just exciting to go, where are they hiding the blue memo in each room? It's just this, it's thrilling to just even consider, is it going to be in the cabinet maybe? On the side of Rhino's face. Back of a chair. Hello? How hidden? How hidden are we talking here? Trophy room. It's a blue room. Drafted on rank 8. Hang on. Each blue room, so it's not one per day, each blue room you draft on the 8th rank will contain a hidden blue memo. Where is this sucker? Like, are some of them, are they just going to be visually hidden? Like I just kind of have to get myself around to different perspectives, or is it going to be like that some of them require, you know, like actually, you know, clicking on something maybe? How am I not seeing this? Ah, here it is. There we go. All right, it's just really tucked away in there. There were a total of 8 gems removed from the Ruby Crown of Arinda Ares. Ah. Well, I mean, in a sense, that's what I had assumed, because I'm still thinking that the crown I get from 46 is the crown in question, and they've removed, you know, everything from it to turn it into like a blue crown now. But maybe not. And you know, it could still be the case that the 8 gems I receive with the letters, do I have anything saying that they're not the gems in question? Not sure. Either way, brilliant. This has been so good. Okay, so we still have the possibility of getting in there if we can use the secret garden key somewhere. 2 down. All right, now I've only got 1 key in front of me, so I guess let's head out here. It's got the most chance of, you know, being a multi-exit room. Okay. I really want treasure trove, but I would rather have something that gives us some more exit possibilities. And I suppose, actually, having said that, I could just... Can I just Knight's Shield this weight room? That would be the absolutely ideal thing. Yes. How would that work if I had 2 red rooms here on offer? Huh. So, actually, let's put weight room here. Perfect. Oh, hey. Look, I knew it would have some freaking security doors for me. This is too many security doors, you know? For having set the security settings low, I think this is more. I think this is too much. I think this is a bit unfair. So I might not even be able to access 2 of my freaking things here. But I can now access the antechamber from the south, from dining room. Hey, so that's finally worked out. So after all of that, damn it. If I can just get that key card somewhere. Alright, that means that I really need to create a room with north-south. If this is locked, we can use secret garden key. Yes, secret garden. So good. Ideal. Okay, and we've got all of these dig spots as well. Just to, you know, just to get nothing, just for fun. Gems, wonderful. Doing pretty well for gems. So if I was to get study, maybe, you know, that's even more redraw possibilities. That's great. We can open everything now. We can have a fully open... We can air out the antechamber completely. Great. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, you know, it gets pretty stuffy in there, right? Doesn't have any windows. Lovely, lovely. And this is so good because this also gives us another place to draft from. So more security. More security in being able to progress forward. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, what a turnaround this day has had. So good. So good. Excellent. So I only from now need to go and open up the north lever whenever I'm going to head that way. But I'm kind of thinking, let's try drafting down here. And again, because this one might be locked, I can, when I get a key, I can go down from here. But at the moment, I don't have a key. So I have to assume at the moment this is my only way into these spaces. So we want to make good use of it. Of which, all right, utility closet could be fabulous here because we can now bypass security doors. I'm always nervous to take that risk in case, like, you know, in case I'm sort of wrong about the way I've set things up, but I think it's probably the ideal thing to put here. Okay. Oh, and we get a key anyway, so that's good. That's good. Off. Off. On. Probably doesn't make any difference. Might as well put that on. Cool. Cool. I'm not getting garage today anyway, but it's just, I don't know. It just feels nice to be kind of complete about it all. Should I draft up here? So this would be our next blue room. Hang on. That's a key I might not need to use because I can now get in over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. I like how it goes all dark. All right. I mean, pantry. It could be literally the most important and interesting blue note. However, I've got a lot of redraws. Let's see what else we can get. Parlor. It's still of interest. Though, I would like to be able to get a blue room with different, with more exits if possible. It's not strictly necessary because I can go through antechamber now. It would kind of just be... It would just be a bit convenient. Library could be... Anything could be really good, right? Library could be amazing. I don't know. At this stage, everything is of great interest. Even mailroom. What am I going to learn about the mailroom? The observatory, Nook. These are all great. I think I'm just waiting for one that like smacks me in the face with like, yes, you know? All right, look, security it is. I am very curious. I'm very curious about what we get from security. Okay. They're probably going to be really good at hiding the blue note here in security. What if it's hidden in one of these, you know, in one of the monitors? That'd be pretty cool. Blue note. Where are you? This would be a great place, I think. Is this a silly thought that I'm having here? Why is this spot green? Why is there a green glow? Because like, look. The back of these monitors is black. It's just a box. There's no light coming from them. Why is there green light coming from the back of this? I can't see a reason for that. Unless it, you know, like, it's about where the two that we've learned are of interest are. What if, like, I can like smash one of these or remove it? You know, the note that relates to the one about office. Why is... Like, I can't see any green light coming from this side. What? And it does seem to be maybe the bottom. As in this one. Hang on. See, even if you look, if you get with a view, you can see the green light there in between the monitors. That's very suspicious to me. I do wonder if it's this one of interest somehow. Like, is there something on the back of it? What about this one that's already a bit turned around? I don't know, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, let's keep looking for the blue note. Orange, thank you. Aha! Tricky. Oh. It is so interesting. I knew it. I knew there must be a way. Surveillance recordings can only be accessed via the terminal located in security. Can we do it right now? Oh my god. Hang on. Is it like related to Sinker? Is it if... Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's that. I actually have to be in here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. This could be everything. This could be everything. Log into network. If we do data transfers from... Okay. Alright. Okay. What could this possibly be? I thought Sinker data was the first thing I thought of, because I thought maybe they send their security footage to be stored at Sinker. No data packets are available at this time. It could just be that they become... something else triggers them, right? I'm just going to take a look at this again. Live surveillance has been improved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind the seemingly unsound decision. And struggling to use email. Secondary access levers, yeah. I mean, we've looked at all of this. Yeah, antechamber levers. Red blue memo sheets. N frustrated by them. Yeah. Okay, I just had to go and take a short break just to grab a snack. All of this mystery solving is making me hungry, and I was eating and staring at this screen. I was eating some falafel, if you're interested. It's so good. And I was looking at this screen. It's from a really nice local deli here. It's excellent. I was looking at the screen thinking about how this could work, and surely it's not something that's just here, you know, in the menu that I've accessed over and over and over again. That's why like data transfers was the only thing I could think that might have changed, but it hasn't. So instead, I'm thinking accessing like how, if it wasn't being sent to Syncer, how would security footage be stored? Obviously we know there's tapes everywhere here, but we can't pick them up. You know, like, it's been a long time since I've looked at any of these options, but they probably haven't changed, right? No, this is all the same. This is the same as when I access it everywhere else. So, like, it's not gonna, there's nothing else for me to access from here. Unless it's like accessing another terminal from here does anything. But anyway, what occurred to me, what I was thinking is like, yeah, rather than being something here in the menu, could it be that I've got to insert a disk or something like that? Like a disk contains some security footage, and so I have to maybe find a disk somewhere. Or find a tape that I can actually pick up, something like that, right? Yeah, see, that's all I could think of. It's not the thing. It could be that there's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is a tape to pick up in some way. Maybe it's pressing something on the keyboard. That said, I can't really, to be honest, because the hand goes, as soon as I'm anywhere near the terminal, the hand goes right there. So I reckon there could be another item to find to come and put in here maybe, or something that we turn on in some way. Maybe it is related to this weird green glow back here. Hey, you're suddenly making some noise now that I'm standing right here. However, I wonder, I've already done it, so I can't do it today, but I wonder if Office, because we know that that's security footage of interest, Archives is also security footage of interest, but it's not a blue room, so there can't be a blue note in there. There can't be a blue note in there, but there could be a blue note in Office. So maybe Office is one of the next ones to try in a future day, unfortunately, to try and get here. And maybe there's a note in Office, because Office, obviously, of, important room of Herbert and presumably other household, matriarchs and patriarchs and whoever. So maybe Office, I could imagine Office having a relevant note about maybe where we find an item that we come and put into this terminal or something like that. Or maybe there's something else we can do somewhere else that turns a functionality on here. Okay, extremely exciting news though. I'm so glad I did this room. What I can do right now is just go straight here. Thankfully this one isn't locked. And keep redrawing to get another blue room note. I'm ignoring everything else. Oh, hang on. Aquarium's a blue room, though. Aquarium's a blue room. So that's kind of interesting to know, but I don't think it's really what I want to do today. I do really want your treasure trove, but just not here. Music room. Music room is also an interesting room. I'm just gonna have a look on my phone. I have photos of the room directory here. What would I really, really like next? There are so many interesting possibilities. Like room 8 for sure, but I can't get room 8 without getting gallery, so that's not happening today anyway. Attic, I figure, could be a really, secrets in the attic. Again, any of them, literally any of them could be super interesting. Wine cellar, you know? Will a note in wine cellar tell me what the hell to do in there to maybe get the mysterious cellar? I have theorized, not cellar, safe that could be in there, possibly. But anything. Vault. Vault is where you keep things you want shut up. Office, but I can't do it. Drawing room, the chair, study. Maybe study has the note on what I should do to get that safe open. Library, you know, as I said, chamber of mirrors. There's just so many, but it could even be something that it could be anything else. Laboratory. All right. I don't know what I would say is the next one I really, really would like to get. I might just do a couple more redraws to see what comes on offer. Storeroom. I mean, storeroom is the weird room that is a mirror image of the way it actually comes out. You store things in here. You know what? I'm going to do storeroom. I don't know. I don't know why... Everything's going to be interesting. I feel like I am a kid in a candy shop, except the candy shop is, of course, a law shop. Hello, Swimbird. Today I am looking for another thing. Another note in here. I want to do everything. Here we go. There are 6 permanent editions. Do I have them all? Yeah, I have them all now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them. I have 6 permanent editions. Okay, well that clarifies that at least. Cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh man. Oh, I'm so excited about blue notes. Like, it's not even just getting them. It's also just the whole premise of them creates excitement. You know what I mean? Not knowing what they are, but having this mechanic and thinking through the whole game and all of these rooms in a whole new way is in itself just so thrilling. I'm so happy with this. The Blue Notes quest is one of the best gifts that this game could give to me. All right. With that said, now we've gotten max blue notes from rank 8. I'm really, really happy with this effort. Let's continue on. Do I want to use a key here? Let's continue on because we can still make use of this day. I am this time going to... Let's go down into Foundation. Yeah, let's go down into Foundation. Let's open the north lever. Let's get the crown. Yep. Let's do that. Let's get the crown just to sort of give us a bit of drafting help, if nothing else. And at the very least, let's try and get Treasure Trove, which has been trying to connect with me. Treasure Trove's been calling me. You know, I got all of these missed calls from Treasure Trove. In fact, there's even the possibility to get, even though I can't get it on 8th rank, there's even the possibility to get Chamber of Mirrors and maybe get 2 Treasure Troves. That would be amazing. Like, I could even get Chamber of Mirrors like here, and then just try to get 2 Treasure Troves here. Whoa, I kind of like that as a challenge, to be honest. I kind of like that as a challenge. I don't think I'm going to bother picking up this gem. Maybe that's a bit silly, but I'm pretty gemmed up. And I'm, you know, probably not going to be redrawing through the study today. Who knows? I don't know. Could be a mistake, but like, it's there if I want it. I don't have the most amazing amount of steps, but I'm hoping if I'm just kind of nice and neat with where I'm going, it'll just sort of work out anyway. I'm hoping I don't need to do too much back and forthing between rooms at this stage. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's just enough to come back up Foundation, you know, draft up, go in room 46, draft up in this corner, and then head down and do the rest of this. and just trying to leave enough. Yeah, kitchen would actually be useful. Trying to make sure I can leave enough to get my lucky purse back in here. Because without... Yeah, even with treasure trove, I still wouldn't have enough to buy out showroom. I would have to... If I'm going to have the possibility of buying out showroom and getting the trophy, I think I could make it happen today, but I would need to get treasure trove, I would need to get trophy room, I would need to get vault. It's a bit tricky, I think. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Crown will at least help to get rid of any other tricky red rooms. Hmm, 10 meals in the dining room, eh? I am going to have a think. I'm going to have a good old think about how many I've actually seen. Are you the Crown? I'm kind of assuming you are, to be honest. Alright, the mysterious magic, you know, possibly evil healer is not there today. It's not over here either. Hey Simon, it's your birthday tomorrow. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I only have basement key now. Well, I think it's locked either way, isn't it? Let's use it. Okay, so nothing will get me forward here. Might as well... 8 redraws. I mean, I could do this just to get a couple of extra keys, just in case. And then... Hey, Bixie! My Pixelini! It's still a little bit too early, sweetheart. It's not the time for his DINNER yet. It is not. Yeah, I could go for either of these and just kind of be a little bit more keyed up. Because I'm using my redraws to try and get what I want anyway. Yeah, and at the moment I'm doing it without the benefit of study to use my gems for redraws. So I might do music room. We'll get whatever these keys are. Prism key, cool. And regular key. Okay. Alright, can't wait to find out what the blue room is here, even though I passed up the chance for it today. I did. Sorry about that. Sweet. I'm happy with my choices though. So we can, at the very least, we can head down here now. This would be... well, that's no good. That's no good for treasure trove. I need the other spaces, ideally. I need the other spaces, so let's remove the lav. Oh, this is all no go. I need a blue room that's going to go straight ahead, unfortunately. Oh. Alright, I could put secret passage here. And what I could do... I could put secret passage here and go for a shop room and try actually to get kitchen. Because then I'll be able to get be sure that I can get lucky purse back into coat check for... That would be really good actually. I might do that. It's on the table. I don't have to use any more redraws. It sounds like a worthwhile thing to me. Let's see what we get first before I try heading to the other room from boiler room. I think this makes sense to me. There's a lot of other possibilities for shop rooms, but... Hang on, what else is here? Or maybe it's beyond... Yeah, alright. Let's go with gold. Ah, key. Alright, useful. Okay, I guess we can redraw here if it doesn't work, yeah? Interesting. I don't need I don't need a gift shop. Good exits, but I don't need it. Huh. I could just redraw by removing this. Maybe that's fine. Ah, sort of a worse selection. Well, actually, it's a better, at least it's a better aquarium exit-wise. Okay. I could redraw again to try and get kitchen. The risk is, of course, that kitchen is not oriented the way that I need it. I mean, there should be, Secret Garden should have spread. That's the problem. There is fruit. It's in my conference room. There is fruit and it's in my conference room. Well, maybe if at the very least I can... Hang on. If I can at least from here get back to conference room... How many steps is that going to be if I either go through the house or go through foundation? If I go through foundation, I think it'll be... Alright, let's just try from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So from here, that is really tricky. Like I could make it back to conference room from here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do the aquarium. It does often have fruit in it. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Oh, look, worst case scenario, I've already done the best thing possible with Lucky Purse. I can make it again. If I need to make it again, I can make it again if it comes to that. It's just that if I go all the way to conference room from here, eat the fruit, I don't know if I'm going to have enough fruit to get all the way back here and be in a much better position, if you get me. So let's just go in. Coin. Turnip would have been better in this case. Cool. Alright, what would I like here? Definitely treasure trove from... Definitely treasure trove. Dormitory could get me the extra steps I need, and then I could still go for treasure trove in the next spot. And be a lot more secure in my steps. Yeah, I think it's just a sensible thing to do at this stage. Cool. All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I get key cards. Key card. Key card. You're showing up now. Oh, what blue note is going to... Oh, no, it's not going to be in here, is it? I'm thinking every room has blue notes in it now. Okay, treasure trove, treasure trove. We've got 7 redraws plus crown. We can do this. Remove. Classroom's pointed the wrong way to give me any redraws anyway. Okay, redraw. Redraw. Solarium would be helpful. The only other possibility I have after this, if this doesn't work and if I can't go around the corner, is from boiler room, but at least it's something. So if I do have study as an option, that will actually be really good. Man, come on, treasure trove, you've really been on offer a lot today. What could attic do for me? It could just have more redraws in it. Maybe. I don't... Yeah, it's not gonna have anything else that's gonna help me out. So it's either... I could do Lost... I could do Lost and Found, but I would risk losing my lucky purse. To be honest, at this stage, pretty much everything else is fine. But I really wouldn't want to lose my lucky purse after going through all of this. So, yeah. Redraw. Now, with only 2 redraws, maybe the smartest thing for me to do here is get Boudoir. We get the extra redraws. We can also try from this spot. There's probably a little coin somewhere. There we go. Alright, so I've only got 4 redraws and 2 more spaces. Oh, it's my free throne room though. But I don't think I need it right now. I don't know what to do with it. Hello, Freezer. Oh, Freezer, you open up a slightly frustrating possibility that I could keep 118 coins for tomorrow, though I would be freezing, possibly, before drafting Treasure Trove. So, I'd also be keeping all of these gems, which is actually freaking excellent. That's pretty... you know what? Look, I'd be sacrificing the money from Treasure Trove, but I was planning on sacrificing it anyway, right? So maybe this is actually... Maybe Freezer. Maybe Freezer. Cool. Now, alright, here's an interesting thing. I do still have at least one thing I know I want to do in Freezer, which is to look at the note in there from our uncle with the magnifying glass. I cannot do that if I make a burning glass, because a burning glass uses the magnifying glass. So I can only do that if I have the Armory, but if the Armory also has the torch, which today it did not. So I can't do that today. All right, I'm happy with my choice. That's going to be a good amount of money to get us started tomorrow and a very good amount of gems. Absolutely, I can't be upset with that. I was planning on not being able to use the money that I get in Treasure Trove anyway. So from here, this is the only possibility I have for Treasure Trove, and we just have 3 redraws to try and get there. And that's all I can do. 2 more. If it's not... Oh, well, I can get rid of this. Yay, that's an extra one. Oh, hello again. Why do I have 2 dark rooms? So it's this or bust. That's it. Well, there's nothing else of interest to do today. I can't even get either of these because my gems are frozen, so... That's it. That's cool. I'm gonna pick it up anyway, just because it makes me happy. Alright, so that's it. That's the day. That's the day we're having. No Treasure Trove, but I think I made sensible decisions with all of those Treasure Trove offerings, so this was as good as I can. Hey, Pixel. I think this was as good as I could do. So we've got 15 steps from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yum. That's enough to get back to the conference room and get whatever fruit is in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to coat check. And then just around here to finish in the break room to get the key card tomorrow. That looks pretty good to me. Not that way, this way. Yeah, I think that's as I think I'm very, very, very satisfied with how this day has gone. I was trying to make quite a lot of things happen, and I think I have. Like, especially, like, we've had a full complement of blue notes. At least one of which is super, super revealing. I really am so glad I went with security. I had a very good feeling that was going to be an important one. Here we go. All right, so we've got... This is also the money that I'm missing out on tomorrow, but it's okay. It's okay, because I really wasn't planning on getting a freezer today anyway. But let's pick it up. And here's all my fruit. This is actually more important right now. Vitamins. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so we can... Yeah, I think I've been pretty sensible with the possibilities of today. I'm pretty pleased with that. We can check. Lucky purse. Wonderful. There's many good items that I have today, but I still think I really need Lucky Purse to buy out showroom. So for that, if nothing else, I think I really need that. Okay. Are there any other possibilities for today? I don't think so. I'm just trying to question myself out loud. Is there something that I know of that I am missing? I don't think so. I think I have tried everything I could think of. Yeah, I think I've tried everything I can think of. Okay, so I think the very best thing to do is let's finish off our day in break room. Plenty of steps to get there. Great. I like to come sit on the couch as if I'm having a proper little break. And I am having a break. Let's call it a day here. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. I managed to get all blue note, like without starting the day with a key card and only getting a key card at the end of the day where we basically didn't use it at all. I think this went really well. I was rich with redraw die today, and that made all of the difference. The thing that made a really big difference was being lucky enough to get those 3 keys in courtyard. Oh, that was great. I really thought the day was over then. I really thought it was over. But look how much more of the day we made. Fantastic. Oh. And now I have a really important mystery security footage, which is so tantalizingly exciting to learn about, because I have always, since the very beginning of the game, and I think since day one, even episode 1 of day 1, I'm pretty sure I would have drafted security, and we got that cutscene of Simon coming into, and I was like, there's footage. Like, Simon is interested in, like, Simon's either thinking about being recorded or thinking about footage. And since, however it is, when I first learned, and it was very early, whenever I first got the sense that, you know, we're looking for our mother, I was like, Simon is looking for footage. You know, I had very different ideas about what the story might be back then, but nevertheless, I've always thought there must be a way to access recordings, you know? I haven't been sure of that in the later stages of the game, because I could believe that there wasn't, and it was more like about knowing that there is footage but we won't be able to access it, and yet what does that tell us about, like, you know, there's something interesting in archives, there's something interesting in office. Nevertheless, now I know there is somehow footage to access, and we know that whenever we access it in whatever way, we do it through security. So good. I am so excited about more Blue Memo Quest tomorrow. I hope you are too. And as always, if you've been enjoying, I always super appreciate likes for the video, any subscribes for the channel, or any comments. You guys are absolutely amazing. Your comments make me so happy. Thank you so much for being a part of my Blueprints community. Feels pretty good at this stage of the game, I gotta say. I hope you're enjoying, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.